Heat indices to 107. Clear tonight, low 77. For tomorrow, sunshine, high 94. Heat indices to 106. The outlook for Saturday night, clear skies, low 76. Sunday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 92. And then the cool down on Monday with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms early. The high near 81 on Tuesday. Sunshine, 81 on Tuesday. Overnight low 75. Yesterday's high was 93. Currently, humidity at 95%, winds out of the south-southwest at 6 miles an hour. Pressure at 29.94. Sunshine, and believe it or not, 81 right now at the WFIW studios with the heat index at 91 currently.
Good morning to you, Mark Turner. How are you?
I'm hot.
Yeah, and it's going to get hotter.
Yeah. 81 right now. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That's the actual temp. Heat index already topping 90.
We're going to talk about that. We're fortunate to have here on this Friday morning, this beautiful Friday morning in Fairfield, the originator of the Galen Dunn Trail. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
It's the Nature Trail.
The Nature Trail. Oh, it's named after you, I believe.
I've heard about that.
And, of course, the former chancellor of Frontier Community College, the now retired, living the leisure life, traveling the world, Galen Dunn.
I do. I see it all the time. You guys are gone somewhere all the time.
Yes, they are. They're gone
Occasionally.
all the time. Yes, you are. Well, anyway.
I'm surprised you were able to fit us into your schedule.
I had to call many weeks ahead of time
to
his agent to be able to get him here.
Okay.
My handler.
That's right. Margaret says you have to be straight home after this, okay? First Christian Church has, talking to Toby Hucker there, they are a cooling center today between 6A and 6P, so until 6 o'clock.
Along with Fairfield Memorial Hospital.
So there's your two cooling centers. It's going to get warm. Talked also this morning to Daryl Merritt.
Cooking pork burgers.
We're going to have a story coming up at noon. He'll be at the corner of Main and Northwest 7th. Galen, you're a pork burger cooker from way back, aren't you?
Yes,
This guy here, this is the Babe Ruth.
Absolutely.
Of pork burger cookers. Anyway, there's a scholarship fund for Jerry Kinney that's going towards the electrical distribution program at Frontier Community College. It's going to be tomorrow morning. And Daryl says, you remember when the Eagles quit and they had their Hell Freezes Over tour? Okay.
Yeah, right.
You remember all these artists. Daryl says this is the last time he's going to cook pork burgers.
He told me that the other day.
And this is it. This is the farewell guess. Take a wild guess of what his estimate is as to how many pork burgers. Now, we're not talking about pork chops or chicken or how many pork burgers do you think he believes he's cooked in the last?
This is spanning about 30 years. 35 years.
30
right?
years, yeah.
Okay. I would say 75,000.
You're low on that.
Yeah, I'm sure you
because
are.
I remember a story being done about this, and it was, I'm going to say 275,000.
Very close. 290,000,
Wow.
he thinks. 290,000 pork burgers. He's going to be at Main and Northwest 7th tomorrow. Go by and say goodbye, goodbye to his pork burgers, and thank him.
Yes,
But
he's done a lot of great work.
I talked to him this morning, and
I guarantee you there'll be somebody come up tomorrow to get a pork burger from Daryl, and they'll say, hey, we're having a benefit. Can you help us?
I think he's going to say no this time. I really do. I saw a trailer last night for a movie, and we've talked on many occasions about I won't walk across the street for anything that has been advertised for the last 6 months as far as movies.
Right.
This is one I would go see. And then my wife and I were disappointed to find out it's not out until 2020. But if you get a chance to see this trailer on the internet, go and see it.
YouTube or wherever. Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick. It's Tom Cruise in Top Gun 2.
Okay. Is he going to be teaching at the Top Gun school now?
He watch the trailer, but the trailer leads to indicate that he should be a general by now, but he remains a captain so that he can continue to fly. And let me tell you something: when you put Tom Cruise next to Kelly McGinnis and Val Kilmer,
What about Anthony Edwards?
and Anthony
He
Edwards,
was in Top Gun.
and I'm not even those, but I'm just using those three. Those three in a lineup.
Okay.
Cruz looks the same.
Well,
the other two,
right.
age has been ravaging. to
Anthony
them.
Edwards' character, Goose, he
Yes.
died in the last
That's
one,
right.
so-
He can't be in it. Well, you can't bring him back.
Yeah, you can't bring him back. But you could, you know what? You could do his son.
Oh,
Did
I
he
don't
have a-
know. I didn't see
did
that
he-
in the trailer.
I thought he had a.
yes, he
did he
did.
have
He had a
son?
little
He had a
boy-
son
little
in the
boy.
last movie,
They
right?
Put him up on the piano when they were
Yes.
singing.
Great Balls Fire.
That's it.
Is it too early to ask about question of the day?
Well, we get to that,
Oh.
Galen. I mean, this is a sequential show. What do you want to ask about it, though?
Well, I think the next question that should go out there is regarding the mystery voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do. Well, go right ahead.
Maybe see what the public thinks about this, changing it just a little bit. I mean, the food
We're very
certificate-
resistant to change around here, Galen. Yeah,
You're flexible but rigid.
I am.
The businesses are very good. I mean,
Yeah.
Classic Pizza and Pasta,
Oh.
John's Butcher Block, such as
Perfect.
that.
Yeah.
But maybe have those certificates still available. But
Mm-hmm,
in addition to that, each day that the person is not guest,
Mm-hmm.
then there's cash involved.
Oh, I like it.
And
Okay,
so
for a moment-
I like
no, I'm the guest. Remember?
Okay, go ahead. But I mean, for a moment, there's going to be one word that's going to come from the top. Go ahead.
Galen has the floor.
Go ahead.
Not a huge amount, but $10 each day. It goes up if no one guesses.
I
it.
like it.
Denied.
And-
Okay, let's move on.
You should have one of those. You
let's-
should have
hold
one of
on a
those
second.
stickers and just reach over.
Hold on a second. Let's ask the general manager. Hey, what do you think about that $10 idea?
Sure, why not?
Okay. You're going to get $10 gift certificates, and that's going to be good enough for you. I've got the bucket of bunk in my hand.
What does that mean? Oh, I know what that means.
We want the bunk. Give us the bunk.
Birthdays have to stretch over the weekend because I had to find notable people, okay? Birthday today, George McGovern. Remember him?
Yep.
He died in 2012 at the age of 90. Senator from South Dakota, had a PhD, but he was a first lieutenant in World War II and a pilot of an AF B-24 Liberator. And
bomber, yeah.
Yes, and went over Europe during the war when Germany occupied it. He was a senator, but ran in 1972 against Richard Nixon, and that was the biggest slaughter in the history of U.S. presidential campaigns. And the biggest problem he had is he picked his vice presidential candidate, his running mate, Tom Eagleton. And it was revealed shortly thereafter that Eagleton had received shock treatments and psychological exams earlier in his career, and he had to drop out. He put Sergeant Shriver in as the vice presidential candidate, and he really lost a lot of
Oh,
credibility.
I remember Sergeant Shriver well. He was a great wrestler.
That's Slaughter.
Oh, Sergeant Slaughter. Oh,
yes.
okay.
Natalie Wood was born. She would be celebrating her birthday Saturday. Her real name, Nastasia Nikolaeva Gurdin. Natalie Wood. Her mom and dad were Russian immigrants living in San Francisco. She got 3 Academy Award nominations before she was 25. She was the little girl on Miracle on 34th Street. Mm-hmm. 4 years old in that movie, if you can believe it.
She was 4?
4 years old. In her teens, she was in Rebel Without a Cause in 1955. Mm-hmm. West Side Story in 1961.
All together now.
Story. She died November 29th, 1981, drowned, quote, and other undetermined factors in her death. The autopsy said she had bruises. They thought that the suggestion was that she had tried to get into a blow-up dinghy off of the yacht that she shared with Robert Wagner, her husband, who she married twice. And the other guy on the boat that night was one of the creepiest guys alive, as far as I'm concerned, Christopher Walken. Mm-hmm. Creepy in that the roles he does are creepy.
I don't know.
if he is.
The one role he did in Saturday Night Live was incredible.
Oh, more cowbell.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah. Isn't Christopher Walken a classically trained dancer?
Don't
I'll
know.
defer to you.
Don't know.
I think he is.
Well, he does some creepy roles.
Yeah,
Let's put
well,
it that way.
yeah.
Anyway, this is off Catalina Island. The yacht was called Splendor, I believe. Anyway, there was an argument. Her blood alcohol level was at 1.14. In Illinois, drunk is 0.08.
Yeah.
So she would have been almost twice as.
Almost
Twice
twice the
drunk.
legal limit, yeah. And in most states, it's 07, 08, somewhere right in that neighborhood, I believe.
Witnesses said that they heard 2 screams that night. And in 2018, she died in 1981. In 2018, Wagner was named as a, quote, person of interest in his wife's death.
Cold case.
Wow.
Cold case files.
It's only a year ago. Anyway, she married Wagner twice. She had 2 kids. I think she was one of the most beautiful women that I saw in movies. Just really attractive. Don Knotts, celebrating his birthday. Of course, he's left us. He's not with us anymore. He died in 2006 at the age of 81. Is there a more classic comedic role than Barney Fife?
He's great.
I don't think so.
I can't think of one, quite
No.
honestly. 5 Emmys for being Barney Fife in the 1960s on the Andy Griffith Show. He was also Ralph Furley.
In what's Three's Company?
Yes, 1979 to 84. His movies that my wife loves these movies.
Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Yes, The Ghost of Mr. Chicken, 1966, and The Incredible Mr. Limpet. I remember going with my I don't have the date on The Incredible Mr. Limpet, but I remember watching it at a drive-in with my parents.
Real early, he was in a movie with Andy Griffith.
No Time for
Oh,
Sergeants.
No Time for Sergeants.
Right.
Jamie Farr was in that movie too.
You're right.
Shakiest Gun in the West.
Yeah.
That too. Mm-hmm. His co-star Betty Lynn, who played Thelma Lou,
Thelma Lou.
yes, said Knotts was he was the sweetest guy in show business. He was nothing like Barney Fife. The character was completely different than who he was. He was a classic hypochondriac in real life.
Really?
Everything bothered him. And he had macular degeneration to the point that it was really difficult for him at the end to be able to see. He had 3 spouses, 2 kids. Barney Fife, Don Knotts, his birthday is today, or tomorrow rather. And Robin Williams died in 2014 at the age of 63. Mork and Mindy
Mork and Mindy. Yeah.
show spun off of.
Happy Days.
Yes. He always talked about the Popeye years.
Oh yeah,
when
because he was Popeye.
He was
in this
Popeye in 1980. That was when
with,
he was
Shelley, whatever her name is.
Long.
Yeah.
He said that was at the time when he was struggling with
Everything.
drugs more than
Yeah.
anything else.
Mhm.
He
What
go ahead.
What always comes to mind with Robin Williams is the time he did that song, the Pointer Sisters' "Fire,"
Yes.
as Elmer Fudd.
Great.
that
Really
That's the
funny.
one. Whenever somebody mentions Robin Williams,
That's
that's what comes to mind.
That's a good one. He was in a number of great movies as well, besides Popeye, which was not all that good. The World According to Garp, Moscow on the Hudson, Good Morning Vietnam,
Yeah, what a classic.
Dead Poet Society, Patch Adams. He got an Oscar for Good Will Hunting.
Yep.
He died of suicide. His wife blamed Lewy body dementia. We both had to look that up this morning.
Yeah. Did not know what that
It's a
was.
form of Parkinson's disease. So, what a terrible tragedy.
Yeah.
Quick wit. Quick.
Oh, I think he's maybe one.
He was the king of improv. I mean, he could make something funny out of nothing.
I always thought he was the illegitimate son of Jonathan Winters. I really
He did a good Jonathan Winters.
They were wonderful
Oh,
together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he was in Mork and Mindy.
Yes, he was
Jonathan Williams played the
baby
baby. Yeah.
because they would go backwards in
Yeah.
age. In 1817, on this date, France declared war on Prussia, and later, of course,
Surrendered.
they surrendered. Yes. 1909, the first unassisted triple play in Major League Baseball history made by Cleveland Indians shortstop Neil Ball in a game against Boston. That's pretty hard to do.
It is.
How would you do it? An unassisted
okay.
triple play.
You're lined up. You're lined up.
You're a baseball coach.
You're
Yeah.
lined up just between, just off second base toward the third base side. Line drive comes to you. The runner on second takes off, catch the line drive, tag him, and
It'll be your second baseman or shortstop. One of the two
yeah.
would be the one that.
Then how do you get the third out? You caught one, that's one out. You tag one guy, that's second out.
Yeah.
What's the third out?
Maybe the guy running from first to second.
Maybe he
Yeah,
runs into it.
Maybe there was a pickle play, and
That could be.
could be.
Well, no, you couldn't be a pickle then. It wouldn't be unassisted.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know how that happens, actually. 1946, Marilyn Monroe acted in her first screen test. 64, Cahokia Mounds, designated as a U.S. national landmark. I was from over there. I don't think I ever visited it, quite honestly. 1984, Geraldine Ferraro nominated as the Democratic Party's vice presidential candidate. 1985, George Bell won first prize in the biggest feet contest with a shoe the size of 28 and a half.
Holy cow.
Bell, age 26, stood 7 feet 10 inches tall.
That's pretty big.
Music history, Elvis's first single released by Sun Records, That's All Right, with Blue Moon of Kentucky coming after that. Frank Sinatra, at age 50 on this date in 1966, married 20-year-old Mia Farrow. There you go, Frank. There you go, Frank. Giving up 30
Was he
years.
connected with the mafia, Annie?
He might have been.
Tony Randall-esque.
Billy Joel in 1980 earned his first gold record with It's Still Rock and Roll to Me. Roy Orbison Day was celebrated in Odessa, Texas in 1981. And that pretty much gets us to the question of the day.
Should $10 be added to
Denied!
the pot each day Mystery Voices missed?
I like that.
You would. It's 5 of it's coming out of your paycheck, button. Now, you're going to be owing me before it's over with.
I don't get a paycheck.
Yeah, I know it.
What? I get a paycheck?
Yeah,
Really?
let's not go there. All right, so
We need to talk.
the question of the day is, do you support a policy to ban government use of facial recognition technology? And we'll explain what that means and what's going on after we take this time out on Morning Coffee.
Bobby Bones here, and if you're looking for transparent pricing and flexible test drives whenever you're shopping for your next car, you gotta listen up. Not only will the Hyundai Shopper Assurance Program give you the price up front, they'll even let you schedule test drives or bring the car right to you. This is shopping for a new car made better. See for yourself with the Hyundai Shopper Assurance Program, available at participating dealerships only. Test drives subject to availability. Visit HyundaiUSA.com/shopper assurance for more details.
Exxon and Mobil present How to Be Supremium. First, fill your tank with Exxon and Mobil's Supremium Fuel. New Synergy Supreme Plus. It keeps your engine 2 times cleaner for better gas mileage. Then get the rest of your car 2 times cleaner. My horn is so clean it squeaks. Sorry about that. So clean your engine with new Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus. It's supreme. It's premium. It's Supremium. Fill up today or go to Exxon.com for details.
Synergy Supreme Plus gas compared to Synergy regular gas and poor fuel injected engines. Benefits based on continuous use and may vary.
Summer never looked so good at Carnaby Square. It's here, Brighton's Bright Eyes Sunglass Pouch. It's free with the purchase of one of their Brighton Ultra Chic sunglasses. You'll turn heads in our fashion-forward designs, cat eyes, squares, metals, or ovals. Their summer sale continues. All dresses are now half price and lots of new items added to Carnaby's 50% off rack. Fashion is just an accessory for someone with great style. So come see the girls whose passion for fashion will excite you at Carnaby Square.
When describing traditional products like checking or savings accounts, many banks use the words personal banking. At F&B, we like to focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention.
7 weeks, the Major League Baseball strike was settled. Sandra Day O'Connor became the first woman nominated to the Supreme Court.
She is truly a person for all seasons.
A collapse inside a Kansas City hotel took more than 100 lives. And here's what the new music sounded like. Well, what do you think? The answer and a twist to the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Hi, welcome to the Subway 7 for 7 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
Okay, let's have a round of applause.
Thanks, Johnny. Our contestants are playing for the 7 for 7 menu. They'll choose one of 7 different 6-inch subs, including favorites like the Italian BMT and Black Forest ham, plus get chips and a 21-ounce drink, all for $7. What a deal! Subway, make it what you want. Let's play!
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
July 1981.
Rick Springfield and Jesse's Girl, the top song of July 1981. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Something's in the air. Dust, spores, and a whole host of bad things you can breathe in. Indoor air quality may be something you think very little of until it becomes something you can't ignore. Protect your health and home with Core Indoor Air Quality products. Our solutions are ideal for ventilating, purifying, and balancing humidity in your entire home. Visit CompleteHVAC.org for details and breathe easier. Core, the heart of a smarter home. Call Sam or Kara at Complete HVAC and Plumbing today at 445-3329.
Sort of to set this up, over the last year, there have been a number of municipalities and different governmental units that have started to try to do something to ban the use of facial recognition. And that is, there's cameras everywhere now. There's cameras at airports, train stations. There's cameras in downtown Fairfield.
Yeah, there's cameras in the alley behind my shop. There's cameras.
And with the sophistication of the technology, you can identify people through facial recognition. So anyway, the question was, do you support a policy to ban government use of facial recognition technology? Now, I asked a couple of people here at the station who I would have thought would have said, I'm for the government having that information, who said, no, I don't want the government to have that information. And I tried to tell them, well, what if what you're doing is tying the hands of Homeland Security to be able to identify somebody who's a known terrorist? Well, that wasn't good enough. This is more of a big brother question, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
What about you, Galen? Where are you on this?
I'm not opposed to it. With anything, there's always that possibility someone using it to, I guess, a bad way.
Abusing the privilege or abusing
With
the
anything.
policy.
Not that our government would ever do that.
But it's like the Truman Show.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm entirely for it as long as it doesn't involve me.
Well, I got nothing to hide, you know.
Except for jumping on the fence.
Yeah, I know.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning, Mark. Thanks for putting yesterday, my older deaf brother Mike, his birthday.
Oh, not a problem.
Kind of choked up. He's done a lot of things that, Mark, at hearing people's not done. He's worked in the post office. He put on school plays up there at Jacksonville. And before I let you go, Mark, they had Willie Forrest. He was from Danville. And what an all-around athlete he was. Football, basketball, track. And they had a Gary Hockenberry. They was the ISD Tigers. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks, Mark.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate
Always,
it. Always a memory with that caller.
Yeah, with Gary, yeah.
He does a good job of being able to bring it to the fore. All right, so the question was, do you support policy to ban government use of facial recognition? This went out to about 800 people saw it on our social media. The outcome was 102 votes. 54% say yes, they support a policy to ban government use of facial technology. 46% said no. Now, Bernie said facial recognition technology has a lot of good uses, including identifying human trafficking victims or using driver's license and mugshot databases to attempt to identify suspects. Regardless, in any criminal case, the evidence should not hinge on just the facial recognition technology. What we should ban is the collecting of facial data by social media companies, which they can use however they want. Well, that was the big deal I thought about the Face app. That's going to the Russian government. The app that I talked about this morning on the commentary.
The Face app, yeah.
That's I don't like that.
Really? Going to the Russian government?
So a Russian company. A Russian company.
Okay.
Well, what's the difference in Russia?
Good point.
One and the same.
Anyway, Bernie also made a comment. He said he'd like to add, after our discussion yesterday morning, about how these questions are determined and put on.
Yeah.
He says he likes the questions and the discussions that they start. So thank you, Bernie. And Richard says, even if we did put a ban on government use of facial recognition, who would enforce the ban? The government?
Yeah.
There you go. 54%. Ring a bell. High school. What's that mean?
Was that what the referendum thing was?
Oh, it's not. It's 56%.
Oh, 56.
Yeah,
So close.
56%. All right, Galen, you are here, but you're going to be busy this weekend sweating.
Yes, I am.
Where are you going to be sweating, dude?
Veterans Field in Fairfield.
Okay, and what's that about?
We are very blessed to have the 5th Division American Legion Baseball Tournament being held here in Fairfield. It may have been held here before, but it would be decades ago that would have happened. I may be during Tice Clevenger's time. It's a wonderful thing to happen. We're bringing teams in, 5 other teams in, Aviston, Odin,
Harrisburg,
Steelville, and then your stomping grounds either looks like Alton or Highland will be here. It is a double elimination tournament. 3 games on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then a couple of games probably on Tuesday.
And then possibly one on Wednesday.
And maybe one on Wednesday if it plays out to the full scenario. But we were asked to do this last year, talked about it with the local American Legion, which is very supportive of the program. And we said, okay, we'll do that. And it's a lot of work.
And this is exactly one of the reasons why the Park District undertook the renovations at Veterans Field, I think.
Yeah, $200,000 put in that facility out there. It looked good at the dedication last year. It looks even better now.
Yeah.
And
great economic driver.
Yeah.
I was
Could bring a lot of people into town. They may stay the night.
Yep. Eat local places, shop locally, buy fuel, even though it's, a little higher. But
I have one word for you, Galen Dunn.
What's that?
This is a word that we've shared before many times. Hydrate, my friend.
Hydrate. Yes, hydrate. Yeah. I remember that at Newton one time.
No, it wasn't Newton. It was Flora.
Flora. It was high.
It was funny. His remember that story for me.
Well, Colin was
his son. Colin
was watching Caleb play football, and Andrew was the coach
my
of
son.
the JV team.
Yeah,
and it was a little
the Mules
warm
playing
that day.
in Flora. It was a late afternoon game,
and so Colin was a little warm, and we had a cooler of waters and sodas and things, and it happened to be closer to Mike than it did us. And Colin says, "Mike, I need a drink."
Hydrate. Hydrate. So that's my word for you.
Hydrate.
For this weekend. Well, I'm glad I know everybody appreciates your role in this whole thing. It's only good for Fairfield.
It is. It really is. I mean, Chris Jenkins and the folks from the Park District work tirelessly on with the parks. They spent a little extra time out there this week. And Chris, in his career, to be commended for this.
I don't think Chris gets enough credit for the way that he works at the parks.
And we have people come in here, umpires specifically working games, said this is the best facility in Southern Illinois, period.
Good.
So it'll be a great weekend. Please come out. Free admission.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. And hydrate.
And hydrate.
3 games tomorrow starting at 2, 3 games Sunday starting at 2, and 2 or 3 games starting at 2 o'clock on Monday, right?
There will be, yes.
Okay.
All right. I have this. I'm going to have to. There will also be no chairman, no manpower, no policemen, no police women. That doesn't mean the city will be without leaders and law enforcement. It means the words that imply a gender preference will be removed from the city's codes and replaced with gender-neutral terms the city voted Tuesday night to replace gendered terms in its municipal codes like manhole and manpower with gender-neutral ones like maintenance hole and human effort. The item passed without discussion. There's power in language, said one of the city council members. This is a small move, but it matters. The revised city documents also replace instances of gendered pronouns such as he and she with they, according to the ordinance. Now, here's what I don't understand. Having a male-centric municipal code is inaccurate and not reflective of our reality. Women and non-binary individuals are just as entitled to accurate representation. A non-binary person is an alien,
That's
isn't it?
Another species.
So it's no longer a manhole. It's a maintenance hole.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Is this gone crazy?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
going a little far.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm okay with chairperson if it's if it's. I don't even know why it's offensive to call the person the chairwoman of a committee. Do
All
you?
right. Let's look at this a little deeper. Are they now going to outlaw man caves and she sheds?
Well, no, because
Are they going to have something else? Is it going to be a they? Is it going to be a they cave or a they shed or something like that?
It must going to be. I have a man cave.
Yeah.
We have swung way far this way.
I don't know if we're going to swing back either. This is a strange development as far as I'm concerned, and it's.
All right.
Go ahead.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, I'd like to weigh in on the mystery voice. Years ago, when they had the mystery voice on the radio station, the prizes was cash, and they give it every day that nobody guessed it. It was a $2 increase, and I remember jackpots are getting up to $100 or so.
Yeah, well, I don't have $100.
Well,
okay,
with inflation, I think we go $10
That's
every day
appropriate.
with inflation, right?
well, thank you for your memory.
It was $2 a day.
I appreciate your memory.
All right.
Thank you
for the
very
call.
much. The two of you
Well, Mark-
have made my list.
Mark, it's been nice being here. I don't think I'll be invited back.
Well,
Galen will not be back, and
Thank you
for
we might
stirring
as well
that
just
pot.
leave now.
We
Wanna go
struck a
breakfast?
nerve.
you struck it. You stirred it up. You see, that's the thing I try not to do. I'm a uniter, not a divider.
You're
right.
inviting people to be angry at you.
Did you see where Bud Light is making an offer to the extraterrestrial residents inside Area 51? The beer maker says that if they'll give free beers to anyone that escapes the secret military facility in Nevada from another country or another world.
All right. I got 4 words for him.
Yeah?
Live long and prosper.
The offer came after Bud Light poked fun at a joke Facebook group claiming to organize a raid on Area 51.
Okay. All right. I am from the World Metzelplick. I'm trying to get my gift from Anheuser-Busch, too.
I got Bruce on the phone saying that manhole is already a short for maintenance hole. That's what he thought.
Well, actually, I think
probably right.
I think he's right, yeah.
Here's one you'd like, Galen.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with adding money to the pot. From Naples, New York.
Can we negotiate on this?
No, we
It
can't.
was $2. We suggested, how about 5? How about we go 5?
You can now cuddle.
I think that's a great number, 5. That's a good number.
You can now cuddle
Meet you in the middle.
with a cow for a price. We're talking money here? You can cuddle with a cow for a price. For $75 an hour, a bed and breakfast in upstate New York is offering cow therapy sessions for guests. Owner Suzanne Villers says she got the idea on a trip to the Netherlands where the practice is fairly common. Here's the thing. $75 to be able to cuddle a cow. I'll tell you what, you can cuddle 2 basset hounds on South First Street. $5 an hour.
Going toward the mystery voice.
Yeah.
Fun.
You got a hairless dog that you'd let people cuddle for free, right?
It might cost you a little
Not
bit.
going to be a cow cuddler.
Got to bring me a.
You got any cows
a
out there you
cold
want to cuddle
beverage
with?
or something.
No.
I need a cold drink if you bring me one.
Uh-oh, now I got another message. You guys have really opened up a can
We
of
have
worms.
traction now.
By the way, our phone number here at Morning Coffee is 842-3715 if you'd like to jump into the conversation.
The reason the mystery voice worked that way is because no one could call in. The radio station randomly called numbers out of the phone book. That's true.
Okay.
You remember that?
I do.
They would take a phone book. The phone book is almost a non-entity anymore.
That's true.
Because people, I don't have a landline.
I
Do
don't
you?
either, no.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Why do you?
It's necessary.
I don't think so. Anyway, the point was that the way that game worked, they would go in and randomly pick a Fairfield number. They would call it, and if the person answered, they'd say, "We're going to play you a voice on the phone here, and if you get it right, we'll give you money."
If you're going to do it that way, then I don't. You're not taking 3 calls each day.
Why
It needs
not
to be
go
more.
Then why not go up $20 a day?
There you go.
If we can't get a winner.
Yeah, if you're just going to call one person, I mean,
Yeah.
I think 20.
You know, there's still hot coffee in here, Turner, in this mug. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to wear it, dude?
Well, you could take that money that you're saving by not adding to the mystery pot by bailing yourself out of jail.
There you go. After I do that, you're scalded. After I scald you. This is the. Remember these?
You know what? Your face would be endeared permanently.
You know
in
what?
people's
That
mind.
would we would have evidence, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Facial
recognition technology.
Recognition, yeah.
Chance the snapper alligator. That's what they called the alligator up in Chicago that they fished out of that lake, Humboldt Lake.
Yeah.
5-foot-long reptile. They now have the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum has introduced their new limited edition Chance the Snapper bobblehead. It was yesterday. Who wants that?
Remember the old dog bobbleheads you used to
We just put in the back of the car.
in the back window of the
Right
car?
eye
They
would
were like-
blink
Yeah.
if you want to go
Were they
right.
like wiener dogs? Is that what they were, or not?
I think they were like some type of bulldog, weren't
I
they?
think
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
just
Yeah.
Did you know that-
that head would just?
I didn't realize this. You know, we had a boa constrictor in our backyard in Murfreesboro that my wife had to kill by herself. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes.
No.
God bless
Oh,
her for
and
that.
she. Oh, I tell you what, that's a story. She called 911 because it was starting to get closer to her, and it was like
And they
7
didn't,
foot
they
long.
didn't believe her.
Well, first they didn't believe her, and second, my wife never uses bad language.
She did that day.
Oh my! And it was all recorded. It came up at a city council meeting where they said they actually did an ordinance in Murfreesboro against owning exotic animals after my wife called and told them the way it was on the phone.
Did she call on her cell phone? Or did you?
Yeah,
have
it had to be
landline?
cell phone.
Okay,
Oh, that had to
'cause
be cell phone.
facial recognition.
There you
They
go.
probably knew who it was.
Well, they didn't have to. She was telling them who she was. She killed it by herself. It was really
That's a
but
New
anyway,
Hope girl right there.
Exactly. In Florida, the python elimination program has been encouraging hunters to kill the giant snake for prize money since 2017, but it still persists. That committee says that the public can turn in exotic animals like pythons, which should deter people from releasing them. It's believed the species has spread due to people releasing them as pets into the wild. The pythons are illegal to own. Excuse me, I got choked up. It's estimated there could be tens of thousands of pythons living in the Everglades.
I think that estimate is way low.
No idea.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
Here's a woman in Louisiana, wanted for second-degree murder. She's in custody because she turned herself in because she didn't like the wanted photo that they were using on the media.
That's
Got a better
funny.
picture there.
That's funny. Hey, speaking of Louisiana,
Yeah.
a judge down there has allowed a lawsuit against the NFL over
Yes.
that no call in last
What are
year's
they gonna do
NFC
about that,
champion. I don't know.
I mean, they can't take the game back.
They're going to replay it.
No, I don't.
Okay, the
think they
lawsuit,
can.
4 lawyers filed the suit, and it could mean that Roger Goodell and game officials could be questioned in depositions regarding the no call.
That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
It might be too little, too late.
That was
on that.
That was
that was a terrible call.
It was a pass interference, an obvious pass interference.
Yeah.
The referee was standing right there, right?
Yeah, and no matter which team you were rooting for, that was a bad call.
You remember yesterday's discussion about
Raising the prize
Mystery
money
Voice.
on Mystery Voice?
No, it's about pot, if you'll remember.
Oh, yeah.
There's a new cannabis restaurant.
That's raising the money in the pot for the Fairfield Mystery Voice.
There's
No matter what you say, we're gonna swing it around to raise
Circle
that
back.
And
call.
no matter what you say, I'm not putting money in the pot. Speaking of pot, the nation's first cannabis restaurant approved by West Hollywood's Business License Commission. It is going to promise cannabis cuisine and a smoking area. What's
So we're
cannabis
gonna have
cuisine?
special brownies.
Oh, okay.
Pizzas.
Yeah, that's true.
Do they have pizzas?
I don't know.
Oh,
I do not
cannabis
know.
pizza? Well, it's not going to happen at Classic.
I don't
I'm
know.
telling you now.
All right.
We getting that time?
Yo, it is about that
I've
time.
got. Then
All
I'll
right.
put away the bucket here and look at our good friend, ex-Chancellor Dunn, to share with us his questions for trivia today on Morning Coffee.
Question 1. What would it take for us to add $10 each day for a mystery voice that is not guessed?
And question 1 from you, Galen.
Where's the peanut gallery?
They haven't got. Well, we don't do the answers now.
Okay. When was
just the questions?
There he is.
When
They're
was
showing
the
up.
Pledge of Allegiance written?
You going to give us a range?
No.
I didn't think so.
Put more
Tough.
if you'd add that
Tough.
$10.
No,
to
I
the
don't think
measure.
that's going to
Okay.
happen. So,
In 1954, words were added to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I know what that. I know
Yeah,
what that
I
is.
think I know those too.
What are they?
Okay.
This weekend, tomorrow,
Yes.
actually, the 50th anniversary of the landing on the moon.
Yep. If it really happened.
I was in a studio somewhere
Margaret's
in Arizona.
cousin maintains it did not happen.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Oh my!
Well, you know, if they had that facial recognition technology back then, we could figure that out.
Wasn't OJ in that movie?
Yeah.
Capricorn?
Capricorn 1 or something like that, wasn't it?
How many men have walked on the moon?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
yeah, that is a good one.
Who was the last man to walk on the moon?
We completely lost focus after about the third or fourth time that we did it. I don't know who it was.
Only 3 people went to the moon twice. Who are they?
Okay.
Now,
And no, went to the moon or landed on the moon.
went to the moon.
Okay. Okay.
One was Jackie Gleason's wife in
Alice.
Trudy.
Yeah.
Alice.
You're going to the
You pushed me too far, Alice, to the moon. What do the letters H as in Harry, B as in boy, stand for on a pencil?
Okay.
These are serious.
Yeah.
How many pecks are in a bushel?
Okay. I don't know. I haven't dealt in pecs in a long time. I haven't lifted in a while. My pecs are very flat.
How much water is present in a watermelon in percentage?
All right.
That's a good
Okay,
question.
that is a good question.
2 more.
All right.
What sea creature has 3 hearts?
Oh.
And how long were the Apollo 11 astronauts in quarantine after they came back from the moon?
Okay, those are all great questions. Galen Dunn providing the questions on Morning Coffee. We'll be back with trivia and the answers after this timeout.
Hi, I am Lori Robson of Big Boy Catering. Come and see me and my husband Chris at the Edwards County Fair. We will be in the Farm Bureau Pavilion. We will be serving items such as pork chops, tenderloins, pulled pork barbecue, pork burgers, and ribeye sandwiches. Also, remember Big Boy Catering for any size event. We offer a large variety of smoked and grilled meats, sides, salads, and desserts. Big Boy Catering, 599-8015. Come and try us out at the Edwards County Fair.
Stop at John's Butcher Block now through Saturday and save on items like boneless chicken breast, just $2.29 a pound, or get smoking deals on extra lean ground beef for just $3.99 a pound, and get sizzling deals on bone-in center cut pork chops for just $3.49. Don't forget their deli has all-white meat chicken salad. It's just $5.99 a pound. John's Butcher Block accepts cash, check, and all major credit cards and link card, located across from the Fairfield City Hall.
If your doctor has ordered lab and diagnostic services, there's no need to travel far. You can have them performed locally at Wabash General Hospital's Albion Medical Clinic. You do not have to be a patient to use these services. Just bring in your doctor's order during normal business hours. Good things are happening at Wabash General Hospital. For more information about services offered at Wabash General Hospital's Albion Medical Clinic, call 618-445-8170, go to wabashgeneral.com, or check them out on Facebook.
Tired of high-priced service calls? At Finley's Refrigeration, I take pride in answering all calls and giving prompt, courteous 24-hour emergency service. We service all brands and will install high-quality new equipment to keep your home or business comfortable all year round. We accept all major credit cards, checks, and cash. Save yourself a lot of money and a lot of heartache today by calling or texting Finley's Refrigeration for all your cooling and heating needs at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet in Mount Vernon has all your flooring needs. They have a large selection in stock and always give great service. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet certificates are available on the Big Deal Store.
Celebrate Star-Spangled Savings all summer long at Herschel Johnson Implement in Albion with great deals from New Holland. You can get 0% financing with approved credit, cash back, and more on select New Holland tractors and hay equipment. But don't wait, these offers will end soon. So stop by Herschel Johnson Implement, Highway 15 East in Albion. And don't forget to check out our website, hjohnsonimp.com.
Hi, my name is Susie, and I've had a stroke due to my cigarette smoking. I now need help with feeding, dressing, going to the bathroom, even bathing. Sometimes it's people who work here, sometimes it's my son Daniel. My tip to you is enjoy your independence now.
Smoking contributes to 1 in 5 strokes in the U.S.
Developed by the CDC. For help quitting, call the Illinois Tobacco Quit line at 1-866-QUIT-YES.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Before going on vacation, you need to know what to pack. Preparing for your financial future is similar. Without proper planning, you could very well be left out in the cold. I can offer you a variety of investment strategies designed for your specific needs. Call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855, located at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Give us a like on Facebook.
Excessive heat warning through 7 p.m. Sunday. Sunshine today, high 94, heat indices 107. Clear tonight, low 77. For tomorrow, sunshine, high 94, heat indices 106 tomorrow. Saturday night, clear skies, the low 76. For Sunday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 92. And for Monday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 p.m. The high 81 on Monday. Overnight low 73. Yesterday's high was overnight low was 75, yesterday's high 93. Currently, humidity at 87%. Winds from the southwest at 7 miles an hour. Pressure at 29.94. Sunshine and 83 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Heat index is at 93 this morning. Radar weather, that's looking pretty good, though. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. Galen Dunn with the trivia this morning.
Trying to find my camera there. There I am. There everybody is.
Yeah, there we go.
Galen?
Hello.
I think this is going to be perplexing, but fire away, dude.
Take it away.
I've added 2 questions.
Oh, he's
added
added
no,
some.
we only have that much,
Okay.
only about 6 minutes.
Okay. When was the Pledge of Allegiance written?
1923.
I'm going to say 1917.
Peanut Gallery? 1892.
92.
He's the closest.
Yep.
Peanut Gallery, we're talking about Jeff Vaughn out there.
Words were added to the Pledge of Allegiance. What were they?
Under God, I
Under
believe.
God, yeah.
Under God.
And that was in the mid-50s?
In 1954, in response to the communist threat of the times, President Eisenhower encouraged Congress to add the words "under God."
No,
It would never happen today.
It's under attack, in fact, to be able to come out.
Yeah.
How many men have walked on the moon?
Okay, I'm going to think 11, 13 didn't land there, so I think they went through 14, so I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say 6.
7.
6 people?
I said 6 people, yes.
7?
Yeah.
12 is the correct
Oh,
answer.
were there that many more flights? How many was it? Apollo 11 was first, right?
I think they went to Apollo
12?
16.
16. Okay, I was
Okay.
thinking 18 they went
Okay.
to.
I didn't think they went that far.
Who
But
was
I lost. Everybody lost focus after about
Yeah.
the second or third time.
Who was the last man to walk on the moon?
I don't know that. You?
Wally Schirra?
Gene Cernan.
Gene Cernan.
In 1972.
Okay.
They're talking about going back.
Yeah. He was also the third man to walk in space.
Okay.
Wasn't Gene Cernan the guy that was at? He was the point guy during Apollo 13. Wasn't he the one that was at
Yeah.
mission control?
Yeah, he was.
While they were talking through how to get him back. Yeah, anyway.
Only 3 people went to the moon twice. Gene Cernan would be
Well,
one.
obviously one of them.
Yeah.
Now Jim Lovell, his only flight was 13.
Yeah. Well, no, he was on another flight, but they didn't walk on the moon.
Okay.
He was on like Apollo 7 or 8, I think.
He went around the moon.
Around the moon, yeah.
How about Jack Swigert?
Gene Cernan, Jim Lovell, Apollo 8 and 13.
Okay.
And John Young, Apollo 10
Hmm.
and 16.
Swigert went on to become a congressman, and then he died of cancer. That's all I remember from Apollo 13.
Okay.
What do the letters HB stand for on a pencil?
HB.
Hard body.
Thing in the peeling going? What did he say?
Did he say hard black? Correct.
Hard black. That being the color of the
Lead.
Lead. Okay.
How many pecks are in a bushel?
4. No?
I'm looking at the ag guy out there.
4 is correct.
He was right.
I
4
got it
is
right.
correct. You
I
were
had it
right.
right.
Okay. Well, I'm just usually, you got ag questions. The guy out in the hallway is pretty good. You're good too.
How much water is present in a watermelon in percentage?
I'm going to say 90%.
I'm going to go with 95%.
Peanut Gallery? What do you say?
He said 80, I think.
92%.
Okay.
We were close.
We
We're right. That split the difference between us.
Which sea creature has 3 hearts?
I'm going to say the biggest. I'm going to say a beluga. I'm going to say a whale.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Octopus is the correct answer.
Octopus, 3 hearts.
Wow, I'm impressed. Let's see. Oh, how long were the Apollo 11 astronauts in quarantine after they came back from the moon?
I'm going to say a month.
I'm thinking a month, too.
No idea out in the hallway.
21 days.
Almost a month.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
We got just a couple minutes.
Yeah,
You're
okay. We're good.
I read about that, Apollo 11. 8 years developing that.
Sure. Remember
19
JFK said, we're going to the moon.
$19 billion.
Doesn't seem like a lot these days, does it?
What's that in today's
I don't
money?
know.
$19 billion.
But 2 hours is how long they had on the moon to explore it. When
Yeah.
they were walking. I mean,
And they only went out they only went out once,
Yes.
whereas the other ones they went out and they had a moon rover,
Yeah, the moon
right?
Yeah, they had that little
Which is still there.
That little Jeep.
Somebody's going
Little moon
just
Jeep.
think about what's going to if somebody
Willis
went
just
and
could scrap that.
you could go and just think about what it's going to be when
it's-
you go back and get
it's-
that flag.
It's
and-
mainly made out of aluminum. You could take it to the CDC.
Well, yeah, but the market's depressed now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
One more question that I've added.
All right.
In what year was the mystery voice question raised to $10 per miss?
The 5th of never. Thank you very much, Galen Dunn. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Galen's last appearance.
It's been great to come here.
We love having you, Galen. You're a great friend. I love you. Thank you for coming here.
It's great. Really, I love coming here. You guys just make me feel so welcome, and I do appreciate it.
We'll have you back. Thank you.
Come to Veterans Field.
Have a good, yes. Hydrate, Galen. Have a great weekend, Mark.
We'll see you Monday.
Take care.
News, talk, sports, and classic